Hi, welcome to our Brinkley. Brinkley from the tour. Love my cup.
Take me to the place where I come from, the only place where I really belong. Take me 'cause this voyage seems so long. Back to you. Ooh.
Today we thought we would take you around and show you our new home. We are living full-time in this while our house is on the market. Hopefully that will sell soon and then we can start traveling. This is the main part of our coach. I'm standing in the kitchen right now, door back to the garage, living room, and my desk. We really like our coach so far. We have been in it for a little over a month. I mean, we're living full time in it. So we cook in here. We spend all of our time in this one little part of the coach in the main living room and kitchen area. And I know a lot of people are really concerned with this specific layout about the sofa, either the U or the L shape. We have ours set up as a small U right now. They're concerned about not being able to walk this way out of your kitchen. And that doesn't matter if it's a U or an L because you're still going to have sofa right here. And they are concerned about being able to use the kitchen. Now, Matt and I have always cooked together in our kitchen. And we are going from a 4,400 square foot house to a 400 square foot house, right? So we're used to having a very large gourmet kitchen. This one is obviously not large. We don't run into each other in the kitchen. I am not a small girl. I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm not a small girl. And if I'm cooking here, Matt can still get behind me and does. So we can clear each other and walk through. We do a little more zone defense than we did in our house, meaning that if I'm at the stove cooking something, instead of trying to walk over him, if he's cutting, I will ask him to get something out of the refrigerator for me. Or he would ask me to get something out of a cabinet for him instead of like trying to maneuver and just do things the way we used to in the house. But that being said, there's plenty of room here. Things I love, I do like this kitchen. I like it a lot. It's got really good storage. The one thing that I know we're gonna change as soon as the house sells is that where these two drawers are, we're going to remove these two drawers and put in a single drawer dishwasher on the top. And I want it on the top because I don't want to have to constantly be leaning over to pull out the dishwasher on the bottom because you're going to be loading and unloading your dishes a lot. So the one thing that I really miss out of my house is my dishwasher. I miss it more than I do the clothes washer and dryer. And we don't have one of those right now either inside the coach. Like I said, these will be coming out pretty rapidly once the house sells, and we'll be putting in a single drawer dishwasher. You have two choices when you're putting a dishwasher into one of these units. One is to remove either these top drawers or the bottom drawers and put it to the left of your sink. The other option is to put like an Edge Star dishwasher underneath your sink. And to me, that's just not efficient use of the space because when I'm rinsing my dishes here, I don't want to have to lean down below me to get into the cabinet to load dishes. So we have used our range a lot. We have not actually used the oven at the bottom yet at all. But we've used the microwave daily, multiple times a day. And the microwave is a microwave air fryer convection oven. We've used all three of the modes. We're still having a little bit of issues with the convection oven getting things to bake completely because it only goes up to 400 degrees. And if you're doing a pizza, sometimes you would set the oven at 450 or 425, 450. For some things you can't do that, so you would need to bake longer if you were going to use the convection oven. And we just haven't gotten around to trying the main oven yet. And to be honest, we've only baked two things. So that's why we know that it doesn't get up as hot and we have to bake a little bit longer in it. But other than that, we really like the fact that it's an all-in-one and that it's here for us. We don't have to have an air fryer because there's an air fryer in our microwave. The other thing that we both like and we're trying to learn how to cope with, I guess would be the best way, are the two pull-down things underneath your thing, right? So, I mean, yes, I have my the silverware is all in it. It fits fine. But the silverware seems really heavy to go up in there, and I really have to make sure that thing is closed even when we're not moving. The knife one, okay, so we have too many knives. That's part of our issue, but it's not quite long enough for the knives we have. You can see everything has to sit on an angle, and I've been cutting down the knives. The two colorful ones are gonna go. They don't really fit our Hinckley knives real well. So that I'm going to have to figure out as we go. And we use these when we are traveling. So this particular one, the little turning knob has come off. We're gonna put it back on. But we use these bungee cords. We put one across here and then pull it up, and we just haven't taken it off yet. We've set my work desk up in the dinette area. We put the table into the center position, and Ada has a bed down there that she can sleep on when I'm working, and she does. She stays right there. And then this is where I spend most of my day working. I do have a printer because we run multiple businesses, and I need to be able to do quarterly filings. I have my two monitors stacked right now, and I don't know if you realized it, but there's two desktops sitting over to the left in that part of the dinette, and one is mine and one's Matt's. So we can switch our monitors so that one of us can be working on the top monitor and one can be working on the bottom. It doesn't work really well, but we have a whole bunch of Wally arms sitting in our storage room. So I'm thinking about just getting two hydraulic arms that sit side by side and doing a wide monitor situation, which is what I would typically have at my house instead of doing the over under that we currently have. But it is working for now. It's just on a pedestal Wally, and which means that I didn't have to actually attach it to the dinette. And then we take the monitors off of here when we're traveling, and we set them over on the sofa face down, and we put the monitor stand down on Ada's bed, and it's been working really well. I decided to go ahead and use the chair that just comes with the RV. That's actually the position that it's normally in when I'm getting in and out of it. I'm completely clear of the refrigerator, and we have the entire walkway of the RV. I mean, you can see Ada's bowl sitting there behind the counter. We keep our sofa in the small U configuration, so it is easy to walk through here. So far this is working really well. Obviously we still have a bunch of wiring and stuff. I don't like the wiring sitting out. We need to clean that all up, and that'll get done probably as we're traveling up to Alaska in a couple weeks. But for now, it's working, and I'm able to work my 40 hours a week, which is great. And then this is our living room setup. Obviously Ada has couch position. She is probably going to start barking in a minute because there are dogs outside the campground today. But we personally like this small U. That is kind of Ada's corner, and she is happy there. We have a couple pillows on it so that we can make ourselves comfy. We just have some extra bed pillows sitting on it, and a bunch of quilts because that's what I do in my other world. I'm a professional long arm quilter. But this is what our U-shaped sofa normally looks like. The U-shaped sofa was the absolute right decision for us to purchase. I know a lot of people don't like it, and they've made it an option instead of the standard L shape, but the L shape would not work as well for us. Because we would lose seating, first of all, and second of all, we kind of all sleep like it's a big old mosh pit. You can tell Ada is completely comfortable where she is. She loves her sofa. When we ordered the RV, we actually had two big dogs. We have Ada, who is a some form of hound and shepherd mix, most likely. We're not really sure. She's an all-American mix. And then her sister Tessa, who passed in January, was a German Shepherd, and outweighed Ada by almost double. So one of the reasons that we wanted the U-shaped sofa is that by the time you get two adults and two big dogs on this sofa, it's tight. If you had, even on, in a big U situation, in the small U, it's perfect for Matt and I and Ada, or Matt and I and and a couple friends, and Ada will still get up there with our friends if it's someone that she knows and trusts. You know, we're just doing what works best for us. And, you know, the problem that I see, or at least for us with the L shape, was that you can only use 3 of those recliners at one time to begin with. We did not find it super comfy. It a little more plush than this one is, but not enough to make us want to forego the functionality of being able to have a mosh pit with Ada. And then coming from the living room, going up the stairs towards the bedroom, you have a nice window on the right-hand side that we don't normally have open because it is, it looks right into the bathroom, right? But I do have it open today so that we get more light. And then we have our main bathroom, which is small but is very, very efficient. I do love this bathroom. I like it so much better than the ones that were on the Alliance. I love the big pantry that's right here and the pull-out trash can on the bottom that keeps everything all nice and neat. My gut is that we will be replacing these glass doors on this shower for a couple reasons. One of which is that it's a lot of weight to have those doors on there. And the second one is keeping them clean is not the most fun thing in the entire world. And I'm already over it. So pretty sure that that will be going away soon too. And then the other thing that I really liked when I was walking through the rig, and now I'm like, what were they thinking, is the black sink. I mean, the black sink is beautiful, and right now it is sparkling. But I have to clean that sink every single day to keep it clean. And it is just Matt and I cannot imagine having these black sinks with little kids. So they look great, but I really I can see why people replace them as well, because they are not easy to keep clean, and the spots on them drive me nuts. And then eventually I want to do something and put some sort of decorations in here. Right now we haven't decorated the rig yet. We actually are focused on trying to get to Alaska right now, and decorating the rig is not the number one priority. It's getting set up and making sure we're ready to go to Alaska. But that's the bathroom. And then we have one more room to go into.
Ada, darling, I really don't need your help in cleaning the windows. We have silver stuff, reflectix, that goes here to cut out the light and stuff. And our girl has figured out how to take it off so that she can talk to the neighborhood dogs that are getting walks. And she spooges the window. And if you have a dog, you know that the most caustic substance known to man is dog spooge. Yes, we're talking about you. So, the behind the scenes look of keeping the RV clean. The toughest job is the dog spooge.
Ada, are you helping Daddy clean the windows? Are you helping Daddy clean the windows? And the lamps. Did you get nasty on the lamps too?
Yeah, there's dog.
There's dog spooge on the lamps. Oh, princess.
You are worse than cleaning the bathrooms in a frat house on Sunday morning.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That's really bad. She's like, I don't know. All I know is I get to lay on Grandma's quilt. Very cute. I think I may have won the lottery. My sweetie does windows. He also does mirrors. And now for the last room that we have to film for today, which is our bedroom. You can see Miss Ada has bed privileges. She loves laying on the bed. This is where she sleeps most of the day. and she is on Grandma's quilt. You'll see a lot of quilts in our rig, and most of them, the ones on the beds, have been made by my mom. I did quilt most of them, but she pieced them. And then some of the ones that are on the sofa and stuff are ones that I pieced and made as well. So my mom, my sister, and I are all quilters. So Brinkley bedrooms typically have this shallow, I guess it's a bookcase on the side. We're still trying to decide what we're going to use that for. We're not huge decoration peoples. We're pretty minimalist and don't typically typically do a lot of tchotchkes and stuff in our decorating. So there's a good chance there's never going to be anything decorative up there. But I mean, you can tell even above our beds, there's charging cords, right? And Ada just showed you that, yeah, she is definitely policing everybody out there and making sure that nobody is getting in her space. She was looking at the people moving in behind us out of my window, which is why we have to clean dog slobber off of windows on a daily basis. But things I love about this bedroom, it is nice and bright when we have all the windows open. We don't do that very often. We usually have Reflectex in the two windows on the side and have the nightshade pulled down on this top window up here, and we just leave it like that most of the time. But it is really nice and bright in here with the windows open. And you get, both a back and a front view where you can see out both sides of your trailer, which is nice. I'm not super crazy about these divided mirrors that they put in the bedrooms. I understand why they put a mirror in it. It's the one place that you can see your entire your outfit from your head all the way to your toes. But it's really hard to clean with all the divisions on it. So at a minimum, we will be peeling those divisions off at some point. The mullions will be coming off eventually because, yeah, it's a pain when you have a dog that licks things, right? And unfortunately, we clean mirrors all the time, just like we clean mirrors, or like we clean the windows. And then you're going to notice that there's a stool sitting out of the cupboard. So the bottom cupboard literally has the two stools in it that they're shipped with. We haven't done anything with that. The top cupboard is full of clothes. And will likely stay that way. We're probably not going to put our washer and dryer in here. It will probably go back in the toy hauler space or the garage space because we don't want the weight of the washer dryer up here, number one, and number two, we need it for clothes. So yeah, and then these little teeny weeny ones, we do have a backpack in the top one. So there's a computer pack right here. We have some extra sheets, and then on the bottom we have our Brinkley manuals and things like that so that we know where they are all the time. We're going to do something with these cables because we don't like the cables hanging out, but for now they're fine. And then inside of this top part of this drawer, the hidden drawer, is where my makeup lives. So it's always out of the way unless I'm using it. I don't really like things sitting out. So it lets me have my makeup where I can get to it easily, but not have it out where everybody can see it. Right, so love all the drawers we have. Kind of wish that they were a little deeper, but I understand why they're not. And then you also have drawers underneath the foot of your bed. Right, there's two deeper drawers under there. That's what our bedroom looks like right now. And like I said, we're not huge decoration people, so we're not going to be coming in and doing a lot of decor type items. Eventually we'll have pictures of our travels up on the wall. But yeah, we're not like putting tchotchkes out is just not really us. But so far Ada's happy and that's all that matters. Thank you for watching our tour. At some point we'll get our garage to actually be where people can stay in it. And when we do, we'll film that as well. We're still working on the basement and getting that cleaned up. But for now, we are living in this and organizing it as we go. And we are 1 week off of leaving for Alaska. If you've liked our content, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting like, or just commenting and telling us what you've liked and what you don't like. If you'd like to see something else, if you tell us that, we'll be happy to film that as well. Thank you for watching.
I've been so many places, I've seen them all with open eyes. Seen islands, open spaces, Serengeti sun